Hey guys, me again. Second video today, I know. Today I'm going to talk about Logan Paul versus KSI, and maybe Deji and Jake. I'm going to give my thoughts, opinions, and predictions. I'm really pumped for this. I've been waiting for it since the Weller JJ match. I almost called it with my mates. I said that this would pretty much happen. I said that Logan should always fight KSI, and I always said that Deji should fight Jake, seeing as they're older and younger brothers pairs. I'm not too sure about some of the other undercards, the pre-big match fights. I know JMX, and I know the guy from TGF Bro. Not 100% sure on the rest. Anyway. Let's talk about Deji and Jake first. Personally, Deji looks so sure of himself, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do well. But Jake also looks really sure of himself, and there does seem to be some legit beef between them. They were the two that pretty much sparked everything that's happening for this boxing tournament. The whole Deji and Jake back in about February, March time. And yeah, I honestly think it's going to be a close match. Honestly, I have a lot of faith in Deji. I actually want him to win. Like, personally, I want him to win. But realistically, looking at it, there's a chance it could go either way. Jake is a lot bigger. He has more athletic background, but Vidal said that Deji has a lot more natural ability than even JJ himself, so it's quite possible that it could go either way. I honestly think it could go either way with that fight. Moving on to the big fight, the Logan Paul JJ. Personally, I love both of them. I've watched all their videos, like, ever. And, like, I'd be so happy for either of them to win. But weighing up mentality, physical ability, size, background, Logan is a lot bigger than KSI, and that doesn't always mean everything, but he's got the weight behind him, he's got the reach on his arms, he's got the athletic background, he's fast with his size, he's pushing 200 pounds plus, whereas JJ is sub 200, and Logan came from a wrestling background, same as Jake. He was, I think, 5th in the state of Ohio, which is a big deal to become state pretty much champion quality of a fighter, and a wrestling background would really help within training and just knowledge of fighting and how to get into people's mindsets. From the press conferences, Logan just looks like he wants the fight to do the talking, and KSI is very much trying to get into his head, very much trying to play the mind game and, like, drop little hints and seeds into Logan's mind, trying to make him double think himself. They both seem very confident in themselves. JJ more so in himself. Logan is a bit more down to earth with the whole situation. He knows that JJ has no fighting background, that he was a gamer, but he's respectful, and he's mindful that it's not just going to be an easy fight, and JJ's no pushover. Whereas JJ is very much confident in himself, and I think some of that confidence is because he beat Weller. Of course, you're going to be confident after winning your first fight, but is that confidence validated? I mean, Logan Paul is a lot bigger than Joe Weller, and Joe Weller choked. Like, I wanted him to win on that match as well. It's almost repeating, because Weller came out saying he was athletic and all of that, but it's always also reflected, sorry, twisted my words a bit there, for the weigh-in for the Weller JJ fight, JJ laughed at Weller's weight compared to his own. This time the tables have turned for JJ. Logan Paul has got the weight advantage, got the size advantage. I don't see JJ laughing now, really. He looks a bit more serious, and I hope he's taking the training serious, because Logan Paul is no pushover. But going down to who I think's going to win, and I'm going to call this now, it's either going to be the late 3rd round or early 4th round. I feel Logan is going to win, honestly. The athletic background, the size, the reach itself, the power behind his punches. Some of the leaked footage that's come out, fake or not, it shows natural ability. Like, I've watched fighting all my life. I mean, I know I'm only 17, but like, it still counts for something, right? I've done boxing training, so I feel like I have a background, something to base my opinions off of. Logan is neat, tidy, clean cut, looks like he knows what he is doing. He's got a good trainer behind him, whoever he is, I'm not sure. But KSI looks a bit gung-ho. He especially from the Weller fight, I know he's trained a lot. He said that he's done a lot more becoming a boxer training, you know, accuracy. His accuracy is on point. I watched Bradley Martin, where he got him to punch him, see how hard he could hit. And he himself, Bradley, said that he punches in the same spot each time, which he did better than Logan. So possibly accuracy is better than Logan's. But accuracy isn't everything. It's a big thing, but I think it will come down to who can get hit the hardest, more than who can hit the hardest. But we'll see. I just think, I have a feeling Logan's going to win in the late 3rd, early 4th. Either by a technical knockout, or JJ is kissing the canvas. And I hope there's a rematch. There's been talk of it. I really, really hope there's a rematch. It would be twice as big as this one, I feel, if they got some even bigger YouTubers on. I mean, some of these other YouTubers, I'm like, who are you? I've never heard of you. I don't know if I have my head in the sand or what, but anyway, video's getting a bit longer now, so I'll wrap it up in a bit. To summarise, I feel that the Deji Jake Paul fight is going to be close, could go either way. It's any man's game with that one, I feel. Deji's confidence has got to be coming from somewhere, and even trainers have said he has natural ability. I've watched him training with KSI. Looks good. Natural head movement, knowing when to move. He's always walking into the punches. He looks like he's ready for anything, and I don't think he's scared of Jake Paul at all. There's no mental game, mental game with that. It's more of a mental game with Logan and KSI. They both keep plopping these little seeds to try and get into each other's head. JJ more so. Yeah, like he was analysing Logan's sparring video that got leaked, and he was saying that stuff like throwing a lot of unnecessary punches and all of that. maybe Logan wanted you to see that. You don't know that. Could have done. I don't know. With the Weller KSI fight earlier this year, I know KSI posted a video showing he was further back on his training than he really was, to try and make Weller feel a bit more confident himself. Almost feel like JJ was going to be a pushover, and so that Weller was a bit shocked when they actually came to the fight, and I think he choked. He wasn't ready for what JJ had. But watching that fight, I watched it live on the day. JJ was very sloppy then. From some of his videos that he's been releasing recently, he has picked up his game a lot. He's a lot more agile. He's a lot more. He's got a lot more technique, a lot more like clear-cut, accurate technique, and I'm a bit shocked at how well he's come. Like, he said he's put on a lot of weight for the fight, which you can tell a bit. I mean, he doesn't look that much bigger. He looked ripped for the Weller fight. He looks less so now. But Logan looks ripped. He looks slim. He looks toned. He looks like he means business. He looks like he's been training hard. And I honestly think it could be Logan's match, which would be great for him, to knock JJ off the pedestal as YouTube champ. What would happen after that is any man's guess. I just hope that future events come from this and YouTube gets a big name. Not just for boxing, like just to clear the stigma among older people about YouTube, make them understand it a bit more, make it become a bit more of a household, almost like television, where people can watch it. I don't think older people understand, and I think the boxing, especially, is a branch into that, because a lot of celebrities are going to be at this fight, and that's a great start. It might even get televised news coverage. I don't think it will be on TV live, definitely not. But notice the time, sorry. It's quite a long video. In terms of the matches, again, Jake Paul, Deji is going to be close, and I think Logan, JJ is going to be a Logan's match. I called it now. If I'm wrong, I have to face that. But if I'm right, I'm going to be really happy. Anyway, I'm going to be watching the match August 25th. Everyone knows. I don't even know why I had to say that. But yeah, pay-per-view, £6. We're going to watch it around mine, me and my mates, and may even make a video about it afterwards. Maybe chopping down the actual fight and seeing where the loser went wrong or what the winner did right. Giving my opinions on, even down to walking down into the ring with the music, how they're reacting, how they react to each other when walking into the ring, and almost analyse if the match was won before it even started, which both competitors have said that it's both finished before it's even started. You could probably tell that I'm struggling to finish the video because my words are starting to get a bit mixed up. I'm not used to talking for this long. I feel like I've repeated myself a couple of times, but thank you for sticking in here, even to right to the end. Please like, subscribe for some more. Planning to do a lot more vloggy videos where I just sit and talk opinions, predictions, just about anything happening on YouTube or about myself. Yeah, Thank you for watching. Peace.